Okay, so this song is called "Why I Chose to Be with You," and so it's about an exploitative relationship. It's about a toxic relationship that I witnessed in high school. I witnessed this from a third person perspective. So it was basically about, like, kind of like relationships where people get into them and then someone isn't able to, doesn't feel like, it just doesn't feel right. It feels one sided, like someone isn't on the same level with the other person. So this is about seeing where someone was able to, like, this guy was able to make his his partner, whoever, like the lady of interest, to feel like less of a person, like, yo, you're just a piece of shit without me, like, that kind of thing. This person was a professional dickhead, like, and still is. But yeah, that mindset of, like, making someone feel inferior, like feel like, oh, they need you, like I'm doing a favor by being with you. And then again, the yang to that yin is basically somebody also saying, well, yeah, I am shit without you. Like, those people who are submissive, like who feel, because in these kind of situations, what you see is that the person who's the douchebag will be like, oh, I could choose like somebody hotter than you. I could choose somebody better than you. I could choose somebody who is, a lot more on my level than you. It's like, then why not just do that then, rather than tormenting this person? And then, the reason is basically like, oh, well, the reason all boils down, actually, this is all gaslighting. So they would come up with some kind of flimsy excuse. But the real reason is that if they were to choose somebody of that caliber who had at least self esteem for themselves, like who had like valued themselves, right, then they wouldn't be able to pull all those tricks and all that manipulative BS on that person, because they would know who they are and when they stand, right? They have some sort of value for themselves. But then this person didn't have any value for themselves, and that's the only way in which such a relationship could work. So it goes, this is why I chose to be with you. I'm not supposed to be with you, and that's why I chose to be with you. So again, it gets into that this isn't supposed to work. This kind of relationship shouldn't exist. This kind of toxic, unstable, radical relationship should not be the standard. But then, because there's that yin and yang together, there's that yang to that yin, like the sides that complement each other, then, you know, both sides make the relationship to work. This song kind of goes hand in hand with another song that I have called "Put Me Down." So it's, if you listen to that song, you'll see some sort of like similarity. Both of them are actually about the same person, or were inspired by the same couple, like the same person, and how he would go on a tirade just being a douchebag to all the people that he got into a relationship with. And of all things visible and invisible, chose to be with you when miserable. So of everybody, again, that everybody that I could see, everybody that I couldn't see, or that I could have gotten, right? I still chose you when miserable, when I'm miserable, right? So I choose when I feel down, or when I'm not feeling on my luck, when I'm not feeling myself, I always have you to rest on, right? To fall down on you, because you are always down, like your self esteem is down. So if I can't get up, then I just fall down to you. You're my base case. Put on more weight than the CRA, more Turkey than is Istanbul. So again, it gets into the insulting part, like, oh, you fat bitch, like, you're just fat and worthless, like, making them feel that way. And basically saying, oh, well, you've put on weight and everything, making them feel like, oh, you're stupid, you're turkey, you're dumb, like, you're so, like, without me, you're all these things. But even though you're like this, I still choose to be with you, right? So you're not too gross for me, like, I can put up with you, and only I can. So no matter how much I push, you find it hard to resist my pull. Polar opposites. He's pushing, right? He's pushing her, trying to push her to her limits, yet she's pulling him. Like, so that is what that is. And again, yin yang thing, complementing each other. Drawn to you like Vince Van Gogh. I put my ear to the ground for you. So that's both of them are drawn to each other again. Polar opposites, they attract. How many of me do you know? How many of me could you have? Looking like you've got the plague. Verily I say unto you, without me you would be vague, and I'm afraid that I'll only love you as long as you're afraid. So this person only has interest in people. That's what I noticed. He only ever had interest in people who had this sort of inferiority complex, who needed validation, who were wanted to be with the the jock of the school, the high school, whatever, like the popular guy or popular person. So basically, like, oh, well, I'm the shit, like, and you're not the shit. So yeah, you should be with me so you can be the shit, or at least you can brag about being with the shit, like looking like you've got the plague, roasting the person into loving you, like roasting the person into no longer like not being in their right senses and just like dealing with you and everything and making it feel like, oh, okay, like this is I'm the best for you, basically, kind of. Now, why now you know why he's so picky and only with you one on one. You've never had a job, making you the perfect tool, and so no matter how much he pushes, you can never resist his pull. So basically, this person also just again has never felt relevant themselves, like they felt like they are just being you, like they've not had anything going on for them, like they don't have anything going on for them, so which makes them the perfect tool, like they're just idle, like they're just there. And yeah, they basically get to be used. These kind of people, again, like they also like to treat them like this one on one. They like to be one on one with them so that they can spit their manipulative game and manipulative ways towards toxic ways towards them. And because if they do this in public, there's every chance someone might hear and interfere and say, hey, don't let them speak to you like that, so they like to be with you one on one and not with anybody, not where anybody else can hear, right? So that they can get away with their manipulation. And then the person says to themselves, the person being manipulated, if I want such a pussy, it couldn't be such a dick. Pussy and dick go together, compliments. If you want such a tushy, he couldn't be such a shit. So those two also go together. So compliments. We were meant to be together. Now she's been brainwashed that they are now meant to be together, even though at the start he says that we're not supposed to be, like, I'm not supposed to be with you. No one else would touch my shit, so nobody else would even touch her. That kind of feeling like, oh, well, this is the best. Like, nobody else would want me. This is the only person that would want me because the manipulation has actually gotten into your psyche. And now you're starting to believe exactly what this person wanted you to believe. And then the person convinces you, like, oh, I'm making sure nobody else trolls you. I'm making sure only me controls you. So basically saying, oh, I'm making sure that nobody else does this to you. If I abuse you, that's fine. If I treat you this way, that's fine. Other people treating you this way, that is completely out of bounds because this person would spring into action whenever somebody else tried to do the same to her. It's like, no, that's my victim. That's not yours. Stick to your lane, like stay in your lane. So that's basically what the song is about. This is why we have these manipulators and these easily manipulatable people choose each other, like, because then yes, they're not meant to be together, but they complement each other. They make each other complete. They can't survive without each other. It's some form of like symbiosis between abusers and masochists that I witnessed, and then that's what the song is about.